Folks, we did some work yesterday with target transitions. What was the big takeaways there? This should not be complicated.
Look where you want to shoot.
Look where you want to hit. That's a good, I like that one a lot.
Reduce tension.
Yes, like, so the more you push the gun around, the harder it's going to be. That's definitely true. And I would also say, hey, you hit where you look, for better or worse, right? That's where the bullets are going to go. They're going to go right where you're looking. We'll work on the same theme now. We're just going to make it harder. Bet you guys will like that. You'll appreciate it. All right, so we have 4 different scenarios set up here. Some visual barriers, sometimes a wide space between the targets. Basically, we have a big gap between the targets or a vision barrier that you have to deal with. This is gonna make you want to go faster, right? So that sense of patience when you're looking at a spot, waiting for the sight to come there, if you feel like that's taking a long time, or if you have to move the gun across a vision barrier or a wide space, or in this case over here, slightly reposition to grab a target, what things do you think we might be doing? What bad things?
Building tension up.
Yeah, so we're gonna tense up and try to slam the gun to where we want, and then as people get, and if you're shooting well, then Joel will be here with the timer like, right in your ear. And then a lot of times, how many of you experienced this? You're looking at a target, and as soon as red touches brown anywhere, you're on the trigger. Instead of, no, I'm connecting to a spot. All right, so that's the stuff that we're gonna see happen. So like I said, all these scenarios are a little bit different, but the theme is just as I said. All right, we're giving you something that you have to transition across, or a wide opening or something. We want you to do that as quick as you can without slamming the gun around. In this case here, you probably can't tell from where you're standing, but I've got 3 targets to shoot. If I stand here, I get A zone on this target on the inside, and I have to slightly reposition to see A zone on the other side. Now, this will be the one, this type of thing here is where people, as soon as they see red touch brown, they want to get on the trigger. How many of you seen this in a match or something like that, where you have a little barrier and you shoot, like you perceive your sight lifts up off the spot, and you go down there, there's 2 tightly clustered hits to the outside of the target. What's the problem?
As soon as you saw the brown, you pulled the trigger.
Yeah, you didn't really find that spot. And the way I look at it, especially shooting a red dot 9mm pistol at not very long range, this is like a patience game, and we want to get in the habit of picking our points. You're gonna feel slow, but you'll still be efficient. And again, we have to be in the habit of get in there and grab those points as best you can. All right, I'll make a little example for you. I'm gonna look. And you can see there's just this slight reposition as I go over. Look. Okay. I love the wind in Texas. Now, when you watch that, to your perception, as soon as my gun got over there, I was shooting, right? But to me, I felt very, very slow. Like, it's just perception. I feel slow, just like looking just inside of the A-zone perf, staying off the barrel, and putting the bullets right where I want. I feel slow. This is the problem. Pretty clear? All right, let's go over here. Now, this is a similar scenario. Wide transitions. I think you have a couple days ago, like, hey, how do we handle this? And this is where, if there's a little gap between the targets, or let's say in these other cases, I have to take a little step, I'll be very controlled, then a little bit of pressure, a little bit of movement, aggression in a very controlled way, and then I'm back to relaxing and controlling. Does that make sense? I'll make a couple examples for you. All right, this is where it gets kind of nuanced. You come over here. This is what's going to happen to a lot of people. So we have that wide gap between the targets. And I slam the gun over here. I mean, I'm not really slamming over, but I feel some pressure build in my shoulders as I give the gun a little push and I find my spot. The first example, it was like, look, a little bit of pressure, then I relaxed right away as I'm coming onto the target. And then it was like, look here, look here. The second example, it's like as I came over, I tensed up and I carried the pressure. And a lot of people do this where they have to kind of bring the gun over aggressively for this target, and then the tension is still in their shoulders. And when they go to this target right next to it, they're like pushing the gun onto that target. Right? Makes sense? It's not this, none of this is really complicated. It's just hard to control yourself. The way I like to think about it is I'm gonna follow the rules that we gave. Like, look where I wanna go, relax, wait for the sight to come to me. Don't push the gun around. That's the rules, unless it's not, right? And then it's like, okay, we have a space here. So it's like a really controlled push. And then I'm right back into, hey, relax, look where you wanna go. You know, let the gun come to you, blah, blah, blah. And that, as you can imagine, this is very, very difficult to do at speed under pressure. So we wanna ingrain these kind of habits. Sound good? All right, let's go over to the other side.